Hello students, today we will study about the extraction of aluminium. First we'll study a summary of all the stages or all the steps which are involved here, and then by tomorrow we will start the description of all the steps. Okay, so if we'll see step 1, it is the dressing of the ore. Yes, we know that. First of all, we do dressing of the ore. Here see, concentration of the ore, separation of impurities. Here we first will do dressing of the ore. Okay, ore which is used over here, it is bauxite, hydrated aluminium oxide. It is bauxite, Al2O3 dot 2H2O. Okay, this is called bauxite. Now method used, the method which we are using, it is a chemical method, where in chemical method NaOH is used, concentrated solution of NaOH. The process which we are using here, this process is called Bayer's process. Bayer's process. Conversion. Here we will convert impure bauxite, that is Al2O3.2H2O, to pure alumina, that is Al2O3. Okay, so here we will convert impure bauxite to pure alumina. Reaction which are involved here, see, these are very important reaction. The first one is, here we'll take impure bauxite. This impure bauxite will react with the base, since it is a chemical method, and the chemical which we are using is a concentrated solution of NaOH. So NaOH is used here. It will react with that amphoteric oxide, that is Al2O3.2H2O. It will react with that, and we'll get a salt, that is sodium aluminate, NaAlO2, plus water. Okay, NaAlO2 which is taken here along with water. Salt on hydrolysis, here the temperature it should be 50 degree, here it is 150, here the temperature is 50 degree, and we will get NaOH and insoluble aluminium hydroxide. Okay, this insoluble aluminium hydroxide we will be needing. This is taken here, and upon ignition we will get pure alumina, and the water which is present in it, it will evaporate out. So here we will get pure alumina. This was about the dressing of the ore. This is how we will do dressing of the ore. Okay, now step 2, it's a conversion of the concentrated ore to its oxide, and here this method it is not required, because the ore which we are getting here, it is already in the form of its oxide. Yes, so this step is not required here, otherwise we would have done calcination or roasting of that. Yes, now step 3. Step 3, it is the reduction of metallic oxides to its metal. Now we will here we will study the Hall-Heroult process, the process which is used to convert metallic oxide, this aluminium oxide, to aluminium. This is done by the process of electrolysis. As we know that this metal oxide, it cannot be reduced by using any reducing agents, since it has strong affinity for oxygen, so we cannot reduce it by using reducing agent. That's why we need we will do the process of electrolysis. The process used, it is Hall-Heroult process. Conversion, here we will convert pure alumina which we have obtained here, this to pure aluminium we will obtain. Yes, by the process of electrolysis, alumina it is taken as an electrolyte, and at cathode aluminium will be collected, at anode oxygen will be collected. This is how we will do this reaction. Electrolytic reduction. Why reduction? Because oxygen will be removed from this Al2O3. Electrolytic reduction of pure alumina. Electrolyte which is taken here, obviously fused alumina. Fused means molten, and along with this Al2O3, cryolite, Na3Al(F6) formula also you have to learn, and fluorspar, CaF2. This cryolite, fluorspar and alumina, these three are taken as an electrolyte. The role of cryolite and fluorspar, they act as a solvent for the fused alumina. They also lowers the fusion or melting point of the mixture. Actually the melting point of this alumina is very high. It means we have to supply lots and lots of heat to maintain this alumina in its molten state. So this cryolite and fluorspar, it lowers down the melting point of this alumina of the mixture, and increases the conductivity of the electrolytic mixture. What else they are doing? They are also increasing the conductivity of the electrolytic mixture. Yes, first they are lowering the fusion point of that mixture, and secondly they both are responsible for the conductivity of the electrolytic mixture. They will increase the conductivity. Now electrodes which we will take here, they will be inert graphite electrodes, so that they do not actually keep on reacting with the aluminium. That's why the electrode which we will take here, there is a role of this graphite electrode also. Now reaction. On electrolysis of fused alumina, the product formed are: at cathode pure aluminium will be formed, and at anode oxygen gas will be formed, and this oxygen will combine with the carbon of anode, and CO and CO2 may be evolved out. When this oxygen it will combine with carbon, it will form carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. It may also be evolved due to the oxidation of carbon anode. Okay, so this all we will study in detail. Now the step 4 is the last step here, electro refining of impure metal. Step not necessary, this step is not necessary. This is called Hoops process. See, this is called Bayer's process. This is not required here. This is called Hall-Herold's process, and this one, where see what is given here, since metal extracted by electrolysis, this process, they are already deposited at cathode in the pure state. They are already in the pure state. In case aluminium, about 99.5% pure metal is obtained at cathode. Okay, in further refining, if further refining is required, it is carried out by Hoops process. If actually the aluminium which we are getting by this process, it is already 99.5% pure. Even though if we want to obtain 99.9% pure aluminium, then that aluminium we can obtain by Hoops process. So all this we will study in detail in our next video. Thank you.